Been all jump at once, so they're excited.
Yes.
Go on, Ange.
Hi,
Thank
Sonia.
you.
Hi.
Congratulations on another win. You are now one step away from the first piece of silverware available this season. Guess how pleased are you about that, but also how do you go forward and go on?
Yeah, really pleased with the win and the fact we win today and we are on the way to the final. Always important in the semi-final and the cup game to be able to win. Never easy. I think West Ham came with a different mindset from last game. We were playing home and I think we had a good first half in terms of result and performance. Um, at halftime we were leading the game 2-0 and I think it was good enough. We created some chances, we were clinical and I think that's good when you are able to be efficient in the box.
And do you allow yourself to think about a potential quadruple or at least multiple trophies this season?
I never think like this. I'm more like focus on the next game on Sunday. It will be another cup game, but really happy to be in the final. That's the first step, as you said. But the reality again is we didn't win anything yet, and if you get to the final but you don't win, it doesn't mean anything. So for me now the focus is, as I said, making sure we go deep in every competition, as deep as we can, but also, game by game, we just have a focus in the next game and how we can make sure we have big chances to win.
And Kira Walsh's first start today, how pleased are you having her in the team and also what do you think she delivered better?
Yeah, really pleased to have Kira. She's a top class player. She brings a lot of calmness with the ball in possession, and I think serenity in the team. So really good. But also, I'm really pleased to have depth in my squad. As I said, having 3 games a week, it's a big opportunity for everyone to rotate and get minutes. Helps for me to keep almost everyone happy and having Kera for sure it's big impact and also for her debut I think she did well. She had a great game. Even more on the first half with all the team we were better in the first half.
Susan?
Hi. Yeah, I just said like that's important because when you play 3 games a week, you have to be able to rotate because that's really difficult for the players to play 3 times 90. And when you have this opportunity, it brings more freshness in the team and intensity in the games, and also keeps the players more happy because they are involved in all the competitions and the games. And I think that's easier for me to manage. Yeah, that's really important to be able to be efficient, especially from the beginning and the first half. I think in that situation, you just don't give any hope to your opponent, and that's really important because when you are not able to be efficient or clinical, the opponent just have hope, and after it's a different game. So never easy again to play against a block with compact low. They started with a back five, but we were able to score, and I think it makes a big difference. I'm not sure we'll see Naomi before the international break. Just because, as I said, she was off season with in US. I think we also said like she had a little niggle in her calf, but this is going well. It's more like she needs to build her fitness to get back to the squad. And as I said, also because we are really happy with the players who are performing in the squad right now, we don't need to rush even if it's always important for the manager to have every player available in every game. Yeah, that's a luxury. That's what happens when you are a big club and you have high standards and high expectations, ambitions. But I think it's also good for the player not to come in an environment where where you can feel the pressure, pressure on the result or pressure for you to get in the team and perform from the beginning. So it's more relaxed, and I think it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time in the first part of the season, we played with two pivots and one number 10. Having Kera in the squad will bring the opportunity also to play with only one pivot. I think Kera is more comfortable on that position and two number 10. But what I like the most is when my midfield is able to rotate and to be able to adapt when sometimes we need to have two pivots, 110, depending on the spaces, what we need to create in midfield. So I want to give them a structure, but also the freedom for them to rotate and be on the position where they feel comfortable and where the game needs them to be. Not really. I knew her and I really know her. So this is why also I wanted her to join the club and the team. But it's only been 1 week, but everything I saw, I already knew about it. And yeah, I just want her to feel comfortable enough to play her game and bringing her leadership to the team.
Yeah.
Overall, have you been happy with the recent performances of your teams?
I like your questions. I really like your questions.
I do my best. I do my best.
Um, as I said today, I think first half was good.
Mm.
Second half we dropped a little bit our standards, but the difference between both were West Ham in the first half was probably sitting lower on the pitch, and in the second half they had nothing to lose, so they came higher and they were pressing us. So it's always more difficult to perform under pressure. So this is something like we need to improve, but every team is struggling when yes, the opponent is coming and putting a lot of pressure on your back line and your midfield. So yeah, in the second half. I was hoping us to be able sometimes to make better decisions and also to be more clinical, playing maybe more direct behind their back line. Um, yeah, it's a fine match because I encourage a lot my players to be able to play short and have the possession of the ball. So sometimes when the team is coming and pressing us, we still want to play. Where sometimes maybe we should have a direct style. But yeah, that's something we need to still work.
Could you explain the substitution of Ashley Lawrence?
Yeah, she got a yellow card, and as a defender, you never know. Sometimes you can be in a situation when you can have a challenge with one of their player, and I didn't want to take any risk in that situation because yeah, it's never good to play with 10 players. So yeah, I just managed that.
Yeah. You said at Villa Park that you weren't, on reflection, you weren't particularly happy with your initial team selection. What was the situation similar tonight? Were you happy with your initial team selection?
Yes.
Looking back, would you have changed anything? Do you think?
No, I think yeah, different situation from Sunday. I think yeah, on Sunday I felt like we didn't have the connection between the players, but also between the lines. I think today was a bit different. I think yeah, in the second half we just struggled a little bit when West Ham was coming and putting a high pressure, which is really different from Sunday.
And any illnesses to report?
No, I don't think so. But it's always like when I see the illnesses, like if someone got a knock or
Well,
no, from what I know at the moment. But yeah, I don't think yeah we got something wrong in the game. But it's always like I get a first report tonight after the players being seen the medical team, and tomorrow morning we assess them again. But yeah, I don't think we have a big issue. Everyone will be ready for Sunday, and maybe we'll have good news on having Sunday and maybe Lucy. We'll see. Yeah.
So Micah Hamilton, she's had a lively game.